My friend! This just leaked, and it's shocking the entire NFL. The Raiders are about to close a deal with a new addition, a name no one expected, and one that could completely change the season's narrative. The conversations were held quietly, behind the scenes, but now there are strong indications that the deal is gaining momentum, and the game in question could arrive as early as this week. Sources close to the franchise have revealed exclusive details about how this negotiation began, and why the team believes this move could be a turning point for Las Vegas. So before this bomb explodes on the portals, leave a like and subscribe to the channel, because what I'm about to tell you is about a signing that could redefine the future of the Raiders. The Las Vegas Raiders are back in the spotlight, and not because of a win. With a poor start to the 2025 season, with 2 wins and 6 losses, frustration is growing in the locker room, and now the front office may be preparing to make major roster changes before the trade deadline. According to information from ESPN and NFL Network, Jacoby Myers, Patrick Peterson Jr., JPJ, tight end Michael Mayer, and cornerback Eric Stokes have been considered as possible trade pieces, indicating that the Raiders may be ready for a mid-season overhaul to reshape their roster for the future. Let's start with Jacoby Myers. The veteran wide receiver, who signed a multi-million-dollar contract in 2023, remains one of the team's most reliable targets, but his performance has declined with the difficulties of the offense. Several time contenders, including the Baltimore Ravens and the Kansas City Chiefs, are reportedly eyeing Myers to add depth and experience to their wide receiver rosters. If the Raiders were to trade, it could open up space for Trey Tucker. Meanwhile, rumors surrounding Patrick Peterson Jr., JPJ, are rapidly intensifying. The rookie cornerback, known for his explosive athleticism and instinct for intercepting passes, has caught the attention of several teams looking for young defensive talent on a contract-to-contract basis. While a first-year player might seem risky, some analysts believe the Raiders could be approached if the offer included a second-round pick, especially considering the team's growing need to strengthen the cooperation line and secondary. Another name that has generated buzz is that of tight end Michael Mayer. Considering the future of the position in Las Vegas, Mayer has struggled to find his rhythm and coach's new offensive scheme. The rise of Brock Bowers has only complicated his role, making him a possible trade asset. Several teams, including the Cowboys, Colts, and Commanders, have reportedly been closely monitoring his situation. If traded, it would mark the end of an era for one of the Raiders' most promising 2023 draft picks. Then there's Eric Stokes, the cornerback recently acquired from the Green Bay Packers. His arrival was supposed to stabilize the secondary, but inconsistent performances and injury problems have prevented him from fully living up to expectations. Now, some pundits suggest Las Vegas might trade him again before November 4th to actively recover and focus on younger defensive players. What makes all this so intriguing is that the Raiders aren't getting rid of players out of desperation. They're trying to be smart. Sources say General Manager is carefully evaluating each group of players, looking for opportunities to rejuvenate and make the team more explosive without completely dismantling the core. And Max Crosby still committed to the team, the Raiders appear to be restructuring, not rebuilding. Still, the message is clear. Nobody is untouchable. With the season drawing to a close and management determined to create salary cap flexibility for 2026, this could be the most unpredictable trade window the Raiders have seen in years. And just when fans thought things couldn't get more dramatic, the next move could involve a shocking quarterback twist that could change everything for Las Vegas. The Las Vegas Raiders may be preparing for a game that could shake the entire NFL, a potential blockbuster quarterback trade with the Indianapolis Colts. According to several international sources, both franchises are quietly exploring a trade that could send Gardner Minshew to Las Vegas, while the Raiders could part ways with Aiden O'Connell or even use some assets to secure a more experienced quarterback. This rumor comes at a critical time. The Raiders' offense has hit rock bottom, ranking among the league's worst in scoring and passing efficiency, and with tenure increasingly threatened, time cannot afford to lose another season waiting for O'Connell to develop. Sources close to the organization suggest that wants a general on the field, someone who can stabilize the locker room and execute under pressure. Introducing Gardner Minshew. The 29-year-old quarterback has been one of the most respected players in the NFL. Intelligent, a fighter, and beloved by his teammates wherever he goes. Currently, he's Anthony Richardson's backup in Indianapolis, but the Colts are reportedly interested in trading him for a mid-draft pick, while Richardson continues to solidify his position as a key player for the franchise. For the Raiders, Minshew's experience and leadership have shaped the transition quarterback they desperately need to reshape their offense and guide a future draft pick. But the potential potential deal doesn't end there. Some league sources have suggested that the Colts may not be content with just Minshew. There's speculation that Las Vegas could ask for an additional player, possibly a defensive reinforcement, to make the offer more attractive, especially since the Raiders are still evaluating their options on the defensive line and secondary. Cornerback Kenny Moore II, a name that has already surfaced in trade discussions, could be included in the deal should both sides decide to expand negotiations. What makes this trade even more fascinating is how both teams could benefit. The Colts, with a 4-4 record and fighting for a playoff spot in the AFC South, could use the draft pick to strengthen their defense or add another weapon for Richardson. Meanwhile, the Raiders, with a 2-6 record, gained a veteran leader who brings energy, grit, and the reward of motivating struggling locker rooms. Minshew's career numbers speak for themselves. Over 9,800 passing yards, 55 touchdowns, and a completion rate close to 64%, despite having played for multiple franchises. He's not a superstar for the future, but he's exactly the type of quarterback who can remain competitive for a while as the front office plans for the future. International sources describe this potential trade between the Raiders and Colts as a move to win now and buy time, something that could maintain competitiveness during a turbulent 2025 season. And it's not hard to imagine Minshew thriving in Las Vegas, where his charisma and confidence could generate a culture shift in the locker room. Still, one big unanswered question remains. Would this trade be enough to satisfy Max Crosby? Both stars have expressed frustration with the team's inconsistency and lack of urgency. Minshew's arrival could send a message that the organization is serious about competing now, not 2 years from now. With the NFL trade deadline just days away, the Raiders' front office is reportedly working at full speed. Regardless of whether the deal with the Colts goes through or not, one thing is certain: Las Vegas is no longer standing still. After all this bombshell news, with the Raiders exploring trades for Jacoby Myers and Jackson Powers-Johnson, eyeing quarterback Fernando Mendoza in the 2026 draft, and possibly making a surprising quarterback trade with the Colts, one big question remains. Do you believe these bold changes can finally put the Raiders back on track to becoming a truly competitive team? Or is this just another desperate overhaul in Las Vegas? Leave your opinion here. Don't forget to like and subscribe to the channel. I'll be back later to update you with the latest Raiders news.